everybody, and welcome to the broadcast with Amanda, Shandy, and Colleen. My name is Colleen.
My name is Amanda.
And I'm Shandy.
Welcome to the show, everybody. This is Season 6, Episode 37, episode number 262. We're getting up there. How's it going?
Sure are. And I think a happy birthday's in order.
Yes.
Happy birthday is in order.
Happy birthday, Eden.
Happy first birthday. What a day it's been. Guys, I'm exhausted.
Oh my goodness. You have to tell us about your day, about her party this weekend. I'm so excited to hear all about it.
Oh my gosh, it's been such an eventful couple of days. I'm like spinning.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, not a lot of sleep, but a lot of family and a lot of fun and a lot of people and friends that we haven't seen in a pandemic. So, yeah, a baby's first birthday is a great way to like get the band back together, as it were. So that was, yeah, we did a little thing in Prospect Park this weekend, and that was really fun. And we had friends coming from outside of the city and other boroughs of the city, and my brother and his fiance came and stayed with us. So like that was really great because they're getting married in a couple weeks, and their time is very precious, and the fact that like we got a little time with them like all to ourselves was like really, really great. Yeah, and then the actual birthday was today as of recording. So yeah, I did like my first mom thing of like staying up really late last night baking cupcakes for the class, because I spent a lot of money on like fancy cupcakes for this weekend's party, and I was like, hell no, I'm not doing that again. I will make these. And there's like a kid with an egg allergy in the class, and I was like, I don't even know how to even begin to buy cupcakes that don't have eggs in them, so I will just make them. So that was fun. And so yeah, they had a little party at daycare.
That's
and
awesome.
Yeah, it's like because we go to kind of a smaller daycare, so they sort of negative, not the negative. We love it there, but like the sort of downside of that is that they don't
do that for you.
We don't get like pictures and videos all that often because it's a smaller staff. There's less kids. They just, they're too busy like caring for a child to like be taking pictures of them all the time. But parties, they like take the videos and they do the whole thing for parties. So it's like all the parents are very excited when a kid has a birthday because we all get to see videos of our kid.
Oh, that's great. We're not allowed to do that. So I'm so jealous.
Yeah, so it was super fun. And I don't know if they do this for like every kid, because I think they probably only post parents where like your kid is like in the video somewhere. But like, I don't know if it's when it's their birthday, they like stand in front of the table just themselves at first while everybody sings. And then they do one where like all the kids are standing around. But like homegirl was standing there by herself, unattended, in front of a plate of cupcakes, and she's like touching everyone, and, like licking her fingers.
Oh my god,
it was amazing.
She's had this taste of sugar now. Can't take it back.
I'm like, I'm glad I made extra because homegirl gonna lick every single one if someone doesn't get in there and intervene.
Yeah, glad it's on video that every other parent knows.
Yeah. But it was like just to her. So I was like, I don't know. Did all the parents see that, or was that one just for us? I don't know. Like, I've never seen a video like this where just someone else, the birthday kid standing in front of the table. It's always like a bunch of them, and they kind of pan around, and there's always like, Eden's usually off in the corner with one sock off, like, I don't know, doing something. Like, there's always that one, the kids are just kind of wandering around like free range babies. But
oh my god.
It was really sweet, and they had like some videos of them like then eating the cupcakes later, and it was they do like a dance. They like have a little dance party. They like bring out the not the trampoline, the parachute. And
oh yeah, the parachute. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, it's very cute. And then we picked her up a little early so that we could like spend a little extra time with her. So it was like I was like rushing through my work day so we could go, and it was beautiful here. So we like took her to the swings for a bit.
Aww.
She loved that, but like she was also like super tired, so she was like in the swings and like smiling and falling asleep at the same time. It was like very funny. But then she like got a second wind, and then she like got upset when we like went to take her out of the swings, and we like it was dinner time, and we got to, we FaceTime with a few family that were kind of around, and yeah, it was a big day. We're all very tired.
I bet.
You know, she didn't sleep well last night. I think maybe because of the excitement of it all. Or maybe she's teething. She was also drooling like a crazy person.
Oh my
Oh.
God.
So yeah, it's been an eventful couple of days, and I'm pooped.
I bet.
Pooped.
I bet.
I
Yeah.
bet. I'm tired for you.
Speaking of
hearing about all that. Oh,
Gabby just showed you her butt.
yes, she did.
It's like, oh yeah, and the cat also at the same time has been at the vet several times over that time too.
No.
Oh no.
Yeah, so we got his poor. So in addition to now having the bracelet of his paw shaved from when he had his teeth removed, he now also has his belly shaved because he had to go have an ultrasound.
Oh, honey. He could have just come and stayed with Gabby. She would have shaved him like she does to herself.
She's like, I got it. I got this. Come here. But yeah, so now he also has a shaved belly.
Oh, poor guy.
Oh no.
He's fine.
Okay.
Well, he's not fine. Obviously, we had to give him an ultrasound, so like something was the matter.
Yeah.
But it's not cancer, which is great.
That's good.
That is good news.
But he has kind of what it sounds to me like the kiddie version of like irritable bowel syndrome.
Oh,
So we
yeah.
have to.
Fun.
Yeah, so we have
That's
to change
not
up his
fun.
food, and we have to give him some meds to like kill the inflammation in his tummy.
Buddy. Does he vomit?
He does, but he's also been because he used to get crystals all the time, so he's been on like like food to like decrease the chance of crystals for like years, and you're like
Wow.
like they're not supposed to be on that for long periods of time, but anytime we took him off it, he would get crystals again. So we just made the decision a long time ago just to do it. But apparently, according to our vet, like cats are very sensitive to chemicals and food, and so so we have to kind of change up his food for something that doesn't have as much aggravators and see if that helps, and then we take the medication to like help calm it down, and then hopefully just the change of food will solve the problem, because apparently like inflammation in the gut can cause all sorts of crazy health issues for cats. Like
It does that for people, so that makes sense.
yeah, but like the lymph nodes then become like that's where the cancer can kind of come from, that like all that inflammation like gets in the lymph nodes and it can become like lymphoma. And so he's like, the vet was like, I would much rather, I think we should treat the inflammation over the crystals. Like he's an old man, like the chances of him having crystals at this age in his life are a lot less. And
That's good.
So to join the broadcast chorus of wonderful vets, we have a wonderful vet that spent
Good.
25 minutes on the phone with me this evening, like explaining how he came to his recommendation. And it was Dr. Madden, if you listen to this show, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Oh.
But enough about me. How about you guys?
Oh, I got a thing.
Ooh.
So I actually announced on this very podcast a while ago that I was going to do a degree in environmental science.
Yes.
That's what I announced.
Yes.
Like 2 years ago, you just announced this.
Yeah. And then like one class into it, I was like, I'm not going to do this. But I did keep taking classes. And the class I took before that, my pandemic project class, was just like a class in like leadership because it had to do with my job. And I was like, oh, I'll be home all the time. I'll take this online class. So then once I decided I wasn't actually going to do the environmental science, it was just like, I'm not going to start over.
Right.
I'm not going to start over.
That's fair.
But then I kind of went back to those other classes and finished a graduate certificate program in human resource management. And I finished my last class in March, and then I just got my diploma like on, I think it was Saturday. So that felt pretty good.
Woo!
Yeah.
That's done.
Add it to the CV. Add it to the CV.
What?
Yeah.
What?
It is already, it's actually been there for a while with like the anticipated date.
Yeah.
But now I can just take off the anticipation.
What's the grand total of higher education degrees and certificates at this point? What is the running tally?
I have 1 bachelor's degree, 2 master's degrees, and 1 graduate certificate. Which the graduate certificate, like, it sounds fancy. It was only like 5 or 6 classes. It's like graduate level classes, but it's not that many.
Yeah.
But
That is,
hey,
like 3 more things than I have. So this is
Yeah, same.
it's pretty great.
it's cool. It's done. Got the paper.
Got that
Frame
paper.
it and add it next to the other ones.
I need to frame. I actually have not framed any of my degrees. That's like next up.
That
Yeah,
is
I don't
I
have
need to
mine
do that.
framed either.
That is crazy. But when you come here, if you have a house, you can put them up in a room or an office.
Exactly, in an office. Yes, like
Where
a
they
dedicated
belong.
office. Yeah. Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes, indeed. Oh, I've also started bringing stuff home from work. I went through all of my paperwork, which I thought was going to take forever, but it was okay. And like shredded everything I needed to shred and like recycled everything that I didn't need to shred but didn't need to keep, and then gave back like, a bunch of my extra like office supplies, and then brought back like basically like all the books that are mine. And I just have like a couple like knickknacks and some other like personal items like photos and stuff that I need to start bringing back. But it's in 2 months.
But it's happening.
Yeah.
It's all
It's
happening.
all happening.
My goodness.
Yeah. That's
Yeah. At first Frank was like, you shouldn't bring like all of, the like personal items, like it'll be so empty. Well, but like I think I'm okay with that at this point. Like then it's a daily reminder that I'm out of here pretty soon.
Yeah. So does everyone at work like know you're leaving?
Yes. I announced it to my department a couple weeks ago, and so now like the secret is out.
wow.
Some people had already started. Some like other people sort of knew. Some
Right.
people, and then some people kind of knew but didn't know the details. So I was like, okay, I need to tell my department before they find this out through the grapevine. And now it's public knowledge. So
Woohoo.
which feels good too.
Yeah. The truth shall set you free.
Yes.
Yes. Well, that's so exciting, though. All of your news is very exciting. I don't really have anything. Which is good. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I guess I'll be excited for other people. Britney Spears is pregnant.
So I saw.
Oh shit!
Uh-huh.
That's great. I mean, she's wanted this for a really long time.
I
and
know.
did not have like bodily autonomy. So
But like good on
That's
her.
great.
It happened fast.
Yeah.
yeah,
Because what did she get? It was like October, November, December, something like that.
it was not that long ago.
No.
Yeah.
That was like her first thing on her list. Remove IUD. Check. Get married. Check.
Oh,
and then-
that's so wonderful news.
I know. I was very excited. I was like, oh, wow. And then Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck got engaged again. I was like, oh, my God. It is really like 2000.
They're still together?
They're back together.
I mean, still like back together.
Uh-huh.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Is it the same ring?
No.
Did they
no.
take the same diamond and just like recut it?
Oh,
So
I
it's
wish. I love that diamond. It was so pretty, that ring. No, it's a green. It's like a green diamond. Not an emerald, like an actual green diamond. Because green is her favorite color. It's her lucky color. She wrote this whole like Instagram post thingy on it. That all good things happened to her associated with the color green. So she thought that the universe was like making green her color. So he got her a green ring. It's a green diamond. It's a rock. It's a huge rock. It's like, look at like, the little green phone icon or message icon on your phone. It's like that big. It's huge. But a prettier
I'm
color.
gonna look it up.
Wow.
It's on the Instas.
It's on, just Google J-Lo engagement ring, green engagement ring.
True. You know, why am I looking it up on my phone when I am sitting here?
A good giant, yeah. Yeah. It's pretty. It's not a ring that I think I would go with, but she likes the color. They have the money.
Oh gosh,
Yeah.
it's very bright.
It's
green.
very bright.
I know.
It's like peridot green.
Yeah, but apparently it is a green diamond, which is super rare.
The rarity of a green diamond cannot be overstated.
Yeah.
So says People Magazine.
I'm on People too.
I just want to see the picture. I don't want a video. I just want to see the picture.
If you go down
Don't
midway
want a podcast.
through,
There it is. Oh,
right? It's
also not a very
huge.
good quality.
No,
Yeah, it's not a very good quality picture.
I don't think there are any better quality pictures of it.
I don't like it.
It's big, like really big. The end. That's what she said.
Yeah,
And it's kind of funny when
I
you
don't
think.
think I like it.
like it's not my, like I said, it's not my thing, but I like her, like, you know, story behind green and like the significance. I'm never gonna begrudge someone their universe's significance, even if it's not like, you know, something I would wear. But it is
I just
kind
hope it's not dirty, you know?
Yeah, I would respect it more if it was a lab-made diamond, to be honest.
well, yeah, it's her lucky color. But it's weird when you think about how, like, a year ago, she was engaged to, what's his face? A-Rod.
Oh, shit.
I don't know if it was a year ago. It was definitely 2 years ago, though. So, power to you. May your sixth engagement be your best one.
Yeah, maybe. May this be the one that sticks.
Well, I mean, with your lucky color, how can it not?
Seriously, right?
It's fair.
I want to wish a happy Easter to everybody out there that celebrates Easter.
Oh, yes.
I believe as this episode comes out, it is Good Friday. So, yeah.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Oh man, this was always the most insane week growing up. So much church.
So much church.
So much church.
That's
much
very
church.
true. It's Holy Week, baby.
Oh, that's true. I guess we did go to church a fair
Oh
amount.
my God! Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Fridays. Yep. Thank God
Easter.
no Saturday.
You went on Wednesday?
Fuck.
What's on Wednesday?
I don't remember which one Wednesday is, but I know Thursday is the one where you get your feet
I was
washed.
gonna say Ash Wednesday, but that's not. But there's all the Wednesdays leading up. No. Wednesday,
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday. Monday, Thursday, Good Friday, Easter. What is the last Wednesday?
It's Holy Thursday. I know that. And I know that they do the feet washing because my parents arranged for us to have it done one year.
We also called it Monday, Thursday. Maybe that's like a Protestant thing.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe.
And we used to have like a potluck at church. Our church was big on potlucks.
Ours was big on
Definitely. In the
confession.
basement.
We had a hall. We had a hall off the like meeting,
Yeah.
like where you'd have service. Then we
yeah.
had like a hall that had like a stage, and it was a very big church. They had like a kitchen. They had all. Yeah, it's very big. I mean, it still is big. It still exists. The building is still there.
Wow.
I just don't go anymore.
Yeah. Zachary makes his first Holy Communion in a month, so that's
That's
crazy.
insane to me.
Wow.
I have to. He's going to be so happy to not have to go to religion class anymore. Every other week, I was like, Zachary, you go 2 hours a month. I used to have to go every single week for an hour, and then I had to go to church every single week for an hour. So do not complain to me with your
Jeez,
2
it's
hours
like
a whole
confirmation
month.
class.
What?
It's like confirmation class. When
Yeah.
you're like a teenager, when you're like a kid, that's a lot to ask.
Yeah, I know.
My confirmation classes were 2 hours long. And the first year, like, so my 7th grade year, there were, I think, 3 or 4 kids in the year above me. So, you know, there was like a small group of us. But then my 8th grade year, I was the only one. So it was 2 hours one-on-one with the pastor every
my
Saturday.
God.
Oh, that's a lot.
rough.
That's a lot.
It was real rough.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, that is rough.
Not to mention that, like, in my 7th grade year, I still believed in God. And by the time I got to 8th grade, I did not. So it was like, well, this is kind of extra torture. So don't even want to be here anymore.
yeah. Well, and was it like a space where you could like converse and like have conversations about it, or
Oh,
you just had to
no.
like sit there and listen and
Sit there and listen to answers questions and stuff. And I was a good student. So, like, you know, you can ask me questions about the Bible. I will tell you the answers. I'll cite you the passages, but, like, doesn't mean that's how I wanted to spend my Saturdays.
Fair enough.
Oof.
Mine was on Tuesday. Mondays or Tuesdays. I think it was Tuesdays. I think I had dance class Monday, religion Tuesdays. Wednesday, I can't remember what was on Wednesdays. Thursdays was violin lessons, and Fridays were free, I think. I don't know. I probably had something on
man, you
Friday.
were pretty well
Yeah.
That's why I'm so
scheduled.
Oh my God. I used to have something every single day. I mean,
Wow.
every single day. It's why I think after I graduated college, I just stopped doing things for a little while because I was like, I am tired. I am burnt out. I don't want to do things. I just want to like sit at home after work and drink.
fair.
It's fair.
I'm very tired. But I think it's why I can't, like, sometimes I have trouble sitting still and I have to, like, occupy my free time now to an extent. But I do things that I want to do. Although sometimes I do miss doing things. I forget what I was... Oh, I went to the AKT dance studio. It's like a newer... I don't know if it's newer or not, but it's newer here. It's like a dance chain thing that are like workouts or whatever. So like you learn the choreography. It's not like Zumba, but it's like you learn the choreography of a dance, and they excuse me, I can't breathe apparently. They intersperse with like use bands and steps and like
cool.
you know
That looks like a lot of fun.
It is super fun. So I did that this week, this Sunday because it was Broadway class. So it was all like
that
Broadway
sounds
songs.
extra fun.
It was super fun. And while I was doing that, and it wasn't like a Broadway routine, so to speak, because you're still jumping up and down and like moving.
It wasn't like
and like
squares and time steps.
No, it wasn't. I was hoping it was, but it wasn't. There wasn't a bell to be had, although we did have to jump up on top of these like boxes that acted as like steps, but also like your equipment was under them. And thank God I was holding on to the bands from the ceiling, because one of the times I jumped on it, I just did it with the balls of my feet, like my whole feet missed it, and it pushed it forward, and I went falling on my butt, and the thing went flying forward. Nobody stopped and looked, thank God.
The show must go on.
Must go on.
They're all good theater kids.
Oh
so
my
just
God.
Keep smiling, just keep tapping. You do your thing. You do your thing.
Yeah, but it was really fun. Like it was like
roadkill. Don't look. Don't look.
Exactly. Oh my God, though. I was so embarrassed, and then when I realized that no one, at least like I'm sure there are people like that, were laughing internally, like, look at that dumbass. Because I would have been like, look at that dumbass. But when I got there, right before it started, the girl next to me farted, and I was like, oh, I'm with my people. I was like, oh, thank God. She broke the seal and the music's not even on.
Theater people are known to be a gassy brood.
I was like, it's 10 a.m. on a Sunday. Let's go. So she could not laugh at me. But it was fun. Like the music was anything from like One Song Glory to Don't Rain on My Parade to the they played while we were so she did a couple of faster songs, and then like there'd be one song that slowed down, and she would like have us pick up the weights, the free weights, and like do like free weight stuff. And we did Satisfied was one of those from Hamilton. Nice. But then the Hamilton mixtape came on for like faster stuff, and it was fun. But I was like, I kind of miss doing like community theater, like just the camaraderie of that. And then I was like, but it's still something that would occupy my time.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, that's the only exciting thing that happened to me this week, and I fell on my butt, but I didn't get hurt whatsoever, not even a sting, because I had the bands and I just held on to them for dear life. I was like, upper body strength, don't fail me now.
You worked out your full body.
I did.
Yep. You did it. You did it. You did it.
Oh my God.
And you didn't even fart.
I didn't. I was like, a glass where I'm not the farter. Or actively holding one in, so I'm not getting the most of that I could out of this glass. Okay, before we move on, announcements. Next week we'll be live for the Hangout level patrons, so stay tuned for a email with a link about that if you are at the Hangout level. And then what is next week? Okay, and then we put up a poll in the Facebook group to gauge what people were interested in hearing for the topic for the show we'll record on May 3rd. The top two were Yellowjackets and the trio of teenage girl coming-of-age movies of 10 Things I Hate About You, Clueless, and Can't Hardly Wait. So those were the top two, and we looked at our schedules and whatnot, And what we decided to do is on May 3rd, we're going to record Yellowjackets, which is on Showtime. If you don't have a subscription, none of us do. So we're all going to do the free trial. Hopefully you can join us with the free trial and let us know your feedback. I'm super excited about talking about this show, watching it and talking about it, and having the excuse to do that. So yay. And then on June 1st, it's a Wednesday, we're going to be recording the trio of movies, and that will come out the following, what did I say that was? June
10th?
June 10th. Yes, June 10th. And that'll come out on June 10th, and that's because Shandy will not be able to record on the 7th, so we will record that a little bit early and still have that out on time for you. So those will be the next two, and then what did we say? July was going to be When the Crawdad Sings. The book August. Shoot, did we do July yet?
Because then we're doing
Doll.
the
Right?
Yes.
Weren't we doing Russian Doll somewhere in there?
Oh yeah, I forgot about Russian Doll. Shoot.
Well, what was the other one?
It was Russian Doll and the flight attendant, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, well, stay tuned. We're definitely doing Yellowjackets in May.
The rest to come later.
To come. Darn it, I totally forgot about that. And the reason we picked Yellowjackets instead of the 10 Things, the movie trio, is because we thought that Yellowjackets was more time, like it was, what's the right word?
Timely.
Timely.
It's out now.
It's out now. Timely. We should also consider is Upload and Severance, because aren't those of the same ilk as well? Because Upload is about the digital afterlife, and didn't we just Severance might be about that?
Oh, right.
Yes. I think we had kind of a half-baked discussion, but it would be nice to fully bake that discussion. Yeah, let's do it.
Well, maybe we could also just
Put it in the oven. Set it to prove. Let's do it.
we can also just talk about those on a regular episode as well. Because I've finished Upload, but I have not started Severance yet, and I hear fantastic things about that as well. There are 9 episodes.
I still haven't finished Inventing Anna yet, so...
Yeah, we've got priorities. All right.
Again, I explained it. Things are busy, but God, that show is good. I wish I had more time to devote to it. It's been a while since it's been like, oh, I gotta watch the next episode, but I can't.
How many episodes have you seen?
6? How many are there total?
9.
I want to say 8, 9.
I think there's 9.
So I'm a
You're
little
getting
past.
there.
Yeah, I'm a little past halfway.
Okay. Severance is about the employee of some industry, some company that agrees to the severance program in which his non-work memories are separated from his work memories. That's why I thought that it was in the same vein as Afterlife, because it deals with, mind things and technology.
Makes sense.
But as of now, Yellowjackets, there's a lot to discuss, so start to get your feedback in. Please clearly label it as Yellowjackets, and we won't spoil ourselves until we've finished watching the series.
Oh, right.
Yay! Okay. Let's stop and take a quick break here, because then we can just go straight through. How about that?
Sounds good.
Great.
All right, we are back, and we are ready to get into... we're ready to get into feedback. We've got a whole lot of feedback coming at you of all different shapes and sizes. The first bit is going to double as our little middle section of the show. Thank you, Greg, for sending this to us. This is an Amazon link to a book called Ladies First by one Liberty Adams. It's the MAGA Hat romance book.
1.
Oh, God.
Yes, number 1. Because I think there's a second one, and the second one, I don't know, is called Justice for Mary Beth, maybe?
Oh, God.
Anyway, for anybody that would like to know, this book has 112 ratings, 1.5 stars, and the description is... I have to say, this may be more exciting than the description to the Russian Limbaugh book. When When Patriot Mike rescues feminist Ricky from a post-Trump rally riot, the clash of opposites sets off sparks between them. But the gentleman giant refuses to leave the side of the spunky half-pint until he and his pickup truck deliver her home safe and sound. Ricky attends the rally to scoop the racism out of the Trump crowd in a blog post. But she's forced to spin a false narrative when her mistaken assumptions fail to materialize. There were no racists, guys.
Also,
Zero racists.
Should that be 2 sentences?
Maybe.
I mean, I'm not good with grammar, but that seems like a weird place to put a period and then a capital B for but.
Well, you know.
Just saying.
When Ricky's lies get Mike doxxed, and his construction worksite becomes a target of anti-fascist thugs. So Antifa?
Don't you just hate those people who are against fascism?
I know, I hate
Oh,
them.
man, the worst.
His righteous anger forces her to reckon with the truth. Ricky wants to fix the damage and regain Mike's trust, but that means facing the wrath of the liberal mobs. Will Ricky find the courage to leave the left for a lifetime of old-fashioned true love?
Oh my god, I can't. I cannot.
So the good news, it's free on Kindle Unlimited and only $3.99 on
Okay.
paperback. But let's just break this down, okay? A, her name is Ricky because she's a feminist, so of course she's going to have a gender-neutral name.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I ain't never met a feminist named like Rachel.
I was actually going to say that her name is Ricky because this is written by a far right-wing person, and very often, like more often on the right than on the left, are girls given names that are a little bit
That's a fantastic point.
yeah.
Also, isn't Liberty the name of Meghan McCain's daughter? Is this Meghan
is.
McCain ghostwriting?
Oh my god, I hope so.
Because she would be the basic bitch that used her daughter's name as her pseudonym.
Well, as some of the reviewers pointed out, this
Yes.
is probably actually an incel posing as a woman.
Really?
That's one of the theories in some of the comments.
Okay, is that also why the book cover image has 2 incredibly hot people when we all know that's not what the stereotypical person attending a MAGA rally looks like?
Also, I thought that liberal, like women, were supposed to be ugly. What is this blonde-haired libtard? Come on.
Okay, it was
conventionally beautiful.
That's why she's worth saving.
That's why she's worth saving, because she looks like a Fox News person, but because she's a feminist, she has short hair.
Yeah.
And by short hair, I mean, it's like just below her chin. Just above the shoulders.
Fashionable
Right.
bob.
A fashionable bob. Because she's a city girl.
A lob, perhaps.
A lob! That guy does, though, from the side, doesn't he look like a attractive version of Pete Davidson? That's all I can see.
Well, apparently, according to half of Hollywood, Pete Davidson is attractive.
He's got that BDE. I'll give that to him. He does. And maybe just that BD. Nobody's talking. Thank God. I kind of felt bad when Kim Kardashian made that post thanking him for running errands with her. And I was like, wow, you are so out of touch with reality that somebody running errands with you is like a big deal. Like, I feel kind of sad for you. And I'm like, has she ever run an errand before in her life? Maybe not. Maybe that's why it's such a big deal. It's like, what is this thing you people call grocery shopping? Anyway, what we're all really here for is the reviews. Shandy, you, I think, looked through this more than we have. Do you have a favorite one?
I mean, they're all pretty fucking good. You start at the beginning, okay? This first one from Mark Odell says, without an Audible edition, this novel is doomed to fail. Frankly, the target audience for this work is far more comfortable burning books than reading them.
Oh, burning books after they've bought them.
You've got your classic, I've pooped better stories. My shampoo bottle contains better literature.
Oh yeah, that old
Yep.
standby of a classic comment.
Let's see what else.
Even the one above it, the as a feminist who's against fascism, violence, sexual predators, and racism, I was afraid the writer wouldn't get me. Nope, she really nailed my personality. Violent thuggery, disgust of men, especially those kind, respectable, gentlemanly type. And above all, the pure, unadulterated hatred for the color red.
There's this person gave a 2-star review,
Oh.
which is pretty
Oh.
high,
Oh,
That's high praise for
let's
this
hear
book.
it.
and it's reviewed in Canada. So this is coming from a Canadian, probably
Oh
in
my.
Alberta. He says heavy-handed, or she, I don't know, Andy. Could be either. Not a bad romance, but poorly written and way too heavy-handed with the politics. But most of all, the definition of hypocrisy. This book is about Ricky realizing that conservatives aren't as they're stereotyped, yet the left is stereotyped beyond belief. If you want to paint conservatives as open-minded and welcoming, you shouldn't participate in the same thought process you assign to the left in this book. The writing has potential, but I'd recommend doing some genuine research about liberal beliefs in order to make the political parts more believable.
Trying to be fair.
Yeah.
I have to say, that is pretty fair.
Yeah. It's a nice, yeah.
I do wish that there would be research put into what liberals believe, because I also hate that when like I see like Facebook posts, which is all over my feed, like the liberals want to do this and the liberals hate that, and it's just like, have you ever talked to a liberal? Because most of them aren't going around being like, here's your twofer at the abortion clinic. Like, that's not a thing. You don't get a punch card, like similar, despite what they might think. Whatever. All right. Anything else? Let's see. There are so many. Oh, because you went down to top reviews from other countries, Shandy.
Oh, is that what I did?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, it popped up for me.
Interesting.
Maybe I did the same thing. I don't know.
Yeah, because if you go far enough down, it's. Let's see.
Ooh, there's the top positive review.
Oh, please. Oh, please. Oh, please.
Okay. It's called Mike's Truck. The suspense is killing me.
Sounds like a
From her
terrible
first
porno.
sentence, a red blue greeted Ricky. Oh, a red blur. Sorry. Let me start over. I'll do it again. From her first sentence, a red blur greeted Ricky from inside the rapid transit trolley car as it whizzed past and came to a stop. To her last, still going, still one sentence. My girl's hungry, and I don't want her to wait. Author Liberty Adams has written a book. The story of a feminist gender studies student and manly Hulk meeting cute during the violent aftermath of a Trump rally is told in words, sentences, paragraphs, and chapters. Mike's quest to take Ricky to his truck had me on the edge of my seat. What brand? Ford? Chevy? GMC? Is it new or vintage? Is it pristine or battle-scarred? What color does an alpha male like Mike wrap himself in? 4-wheel drive or standard? 2 seats or 4? Finally, in Chapter 8, we learn that Mike's truck is nice. I look forward to finding out more about Mike's truck in the inevitable sequel. Be advised, this MAGA romance novel is not a bodice ripper, having laces, hooks, or a zipper. Adams cleverly avoids ripping one. At a low Kindle price of free, this book is a steal.
Oh my god, that was amazing.
That was trolling it, right? Like, clearly.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Okay. Because
Word, sentences, and paragraphs.
when I saw the name of it, I was like, oh my God, please don't be my uncle. Please don't be my uncle.
Well, I sorted it by most recent and happened upon a review that I think is very broadcast worthy because it is titled Ben Shapiro, Is That You?
Okay, wait. Before you start that, though, I have one more comment about that review. about Mike's truck, which we really need a shirt or a keychain at the very least that says words and sentences and paragraphs and chapters, but like the way...
Yes!
Right? Like
Words and sentences. Yes.
oh my God, I love it. Jacob, get on it.
Get on it! And Mike's truck.
And Mike's truck. Yes. Oh, perfect.
Okay, sorry, I'm gonna write that down. All right, I'm
So
very
good.
excited to hear about this Ben Shapiro review.
So, Ben Shapiro, is that you? Mr. Shapiro has stated that his wife never gets wet, and he believes anyone who does so has a medical problem. This seems perfect for women trying to stay bone dry in their lady bits. Okay.
Oh my God. If you look down at Liberty Adams's avatar, I mean, clearly it's a pseudonym for somebody that is, maybe a man. Okay, here's another 5-star that's also very clearly a troll job by Colt Luger. Second most important book ever written. This book should be read by every single American. Actually, scratch that. This book should be mandatory reading for every man, woman, and child that walks the face of God's green earth. Speaking of God, this book is truly more important than the Bible. The only book that has a greater gift to humanity, of course, is Art of the Deal.
Obviously.
I can't wait for the movie, which should be directed by Michael Bay. Oh my God! All right. Any last takers? Otherwise, thank you for sending that, Greg. I super appreciate it.
So good.
Yeah, I think
I did just want to mention that if you scroll down on the Amazon page, you will be informed that customers who bought this item also bought a book by Carlton Mellick III called The Haunted Vagina.
With some really sweet key art, or cover art, rather.
Yeah, Amanda really likes this cover art.
It's, it says a lot.
It speaks
There's
to
a lot
you.
going on, for sure. Yeah.
And how much does that book cost, Shandy?
$6.66.
Ooh, the demon vagina.
Lots of bones behind her.
Oh my God.
Oh, I
many
see what
bones.
I see what they did there.
They're all staring at her butt, too. If you look at the eye line of all those skeletons.
Yeah, the creepy skeletons.
That is artwork that would be sold in like a very specific aisle section of Comic-Con. Just saying.
I have never been to Comic-Con, but I can believe that.
Nor I.
Anyway, everybody on here has Google and I'm sure access to Amazon. Check it out, The Haunted Vagina. And more importantly...
Broadcast book club. Oh my God.
Right.
Oh my God. And then check out Ladies First. As that last review said, it's free 99 on the Kindle app. And then let us know if the sequel, Justice for Mary Beth, is worth reading. Yeah, guys, forget it. We shouldn't do Yellowjacket on May 3rd. We just need to drop everything, buy these books for a grand total of $9. The paperback versions.
Obviously.
Add it to the Broadcast Book Club. Just kidding. If anybody is interested in what Justice for Mary Beth is about, I'm sure I'll tell you. Okay. So it is a real estate developer and Trump volunteer on the verge of making her dreams come true, a meeting with President Trump, and fingers crossed, a career with the Trump organization. Honey, I'm looking at your picture now. Sort of looks like Hope Hicks, but also sort of doesn't. Not blonde enough to work for the Trump organization. getting at. The meeting and the job are hers if she can just snag one last voter on her list and get him to answer 4 little questions. Alone in his mountain lair, Justice K. Journey. I think Justice is his name, not that he's like an actual member of a Supreme Court somewhere. Justice K. Journey has no patience for the trespassing female who pesters him about his land and his politics. This truly sounds like the beginning of a porno.
Did they really say the trespassing female?
Yeah, trespassing female who pesters him about his land and his politics. He won't answer her questions, and most of all, Justice Hollow isn't for sale. His great-granddaddy, Justice, swung from a rope after stealing control of Wagon Valley's entire water supply. Justice and his father worked hard to make good on the first Justice Journey's debt. Justice K, not Justice Sr., won't give up his heritage or the rights to the water that gushes from the spring above his house. But what the fuck does that have to do with her and getting her Trump job? I'm so confused. Also, don't care.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so somebody read them and let us know, please. But do the free one, because if you pay money, you're just making Liberty think that she owes it. It's either Ben Shapiro, one of those dudes, or my money is still on Meghan McCain. Needed something to do when she quit The View. I mean, she's just sitting around. She doesn't have anyone to do her hair all crazy.
She's bored.
She bored. Girl bored.
She's bored.
All right, let's move into the main feedback. First bit of feedback is from Randy. He said, I watched My So-Called Life when it originally aired. I was disappointed when it didn't return for a second season. Me too, Randy.
Man.
Yep.
Agat says, I just heard Shandy's very sad news that you won't be here for the meetup. Please send Franck to represent the Lamperlays.
He'll be in France.
He'll be in France, yeah.
All right. I know, next year.
Before we get into the match, which she said, we actually have a TikTok version of Am I the Asshole from Martha. Take it away, Martha. I mean, no, take it away, TikTok. And this is called Hijacked Mother-in-Law's Cookie Recipe.
Am I the asshole? My husband's mom makes these amazing cookie bars. She makes them for holidays and family gatherings, and people always request that she brings them. I asked her for the recipe once, and she laughed and said no, it's hers, and she doesn't give it to anyone. I dropped it and never asked again. Recently, I've been baking a lot. It's been fun in my downtime. I decided to recreate the cookie bars my mother-in-law makes. After tweaking about 5 recipes, I finally nailed it. Then I decided to make it my own and improve it to my taste. I used higher quality chocolate, vanilla bean paste instead of extract, and a pinch of fine sea salt. The results were over the top delicious. My husband declared that they are better than his mom's and finished the pan in 2 days. He was FaceTiming his mom on Saturday eating one, and she asked what he had. He said one of her cookie bars and that I'd made the recipe even better. She lost it and started yelling about how awful I am for making her cookies and that I had no right. She isn't speaking to me or her son, but if you want this recipe, get this to 50 shares.
So is she the asshole, everybody? Those cookies, though, looked amazing. They looked super delicious on the TikTok. It made me want to go out. Basically, it was like brownies with like Hershey bars and stuff mixed in. It looked awesome.
Ooh.
I mean, that's how cooking works.
Yeah.
So.
No,
No,
I
she
don't.
doesn't, yeah.
I don't think she's the asshole. I just think that the husband should have probably kept his mouth shut.
Yes.
Yeah.
She could have
Asshole.
said that differently.
Exactly. And it's not
Yeah,
like she
the
was like
husband's
parading
the
them to
asshole.
family gatherings. She was just like, you didn't give me the recipe, so I figured it out myself
Exactly.
for my own enjoyment within my own home.
Yeah. And then put my own twist on it.
Yeah.
Which is
Sea
how that-
salt.
So, yeah.
Is delicious.
Makes everything
in
better.
things.
Oh, sea salt.
Yeah.
Yep. Gotta have that
So
finishing salt.
Mm.
So no, I don't think she's the asshole. I think that
No, not at all.
she's the hero in her own story. Because,
Yes.
Yep. Well, legally, like if you're making a cookbook, so long as you change a recipe, like 2/3 of the recipe is a new recipe.
it technically is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's fine.
Yeah, there you go. I had read this one like weeks ago, and I feel like this one actually is something that I finally found one that we could probably be somewhat like on the fence about. You ready?
Okay.
All right, buckle in. It has a little bit of setup. It has more setup than I would have hoped, but since I've read it before, maybe I can condense it. Am I the asshole for making a joke about my brother's affair at his wedding?
Yee.
It doesn't say if this is a man or a woman. To me, I thought it was a man, and then at some point I thought it was a woman, and then by the end I thought it was a man again, so I'm not really sure. Anyway, here we go. When I was in elementary school, I was the type of kid who got disrupts class often on their report card, so I never focused much on school. My district had this system where they would pair high schoolers with younger kids to help them with school, etc., and my mom made me do that after I kept getting in trouble. So my tutor was a freshman, Abby, who would come to our house after school to help me with my homework or something. I barely remember. My brother, John, was the same age as Abby, so they would talk to each other and ended up dating. She stopped tutoring me officially after like a month, but since she was at our house a lot, I also talked to Abby a lot, and we were close as well. Fast forward 10 years. Abby and John got married and had a kid together. 5 years later, John tells me he's getting a divorce because he's met someone new. It sucked because I liked John and Abby together a lot, but whatever. Then he tells me he had an affair with his new girlfriend. Also sucks, and I told him he shouldn't have hurt Abby like that, but whatever. I also asked Abby how she was doing, and she wasn't doing well, but she told me she didn't want to be the reason that I had a bad relationship with my brother. However, 2 months before the wedding, Abby calls me and tells me that my brother's girlfriend has been harassing her nonstop. She showed me the text, and his girlfriend was saying some pretty disturbing things about how she's so much better than Abby, taunting Abby for having to share custody of her kids now, etc., just making fun of her and bullying her. I told my brother about this, and he said he would ask his girlfriend about it. A month later, I asked him if he ever brought it up, and he said he did, but saw nothing wrong with the text, which pissed me off. I confirmed he saw the same text that I saw. Abby apologized for involving me in the whole thing in the first place and encouraged me to still go to the wedding where my brother asked me to make a speech. The speech went well until I made a joke. The gist of the joke was me turning to his new wife and telling her that if she's learned anything from this, she should know that my brother will never let his wife stop him from finding the love of his life.
Oh. Oh. Solid joke, though.
All right. This got my brother
Good
in
joke. Funny.
will never let his wife stop him from finding the love of his life. He's got my brother and his new wife really mad. They kicked me out shortly after, and my brother has been calling, texting me nonstop to yell at me. TLDR, made a joke about my brother's affair.
Oh, man.
I mean, it's a little below the belt,
It is a little below the belt.
but a solid burn.
Solid. So solid. I think what makes it even more solid is that it happened as their wedding speech, as a toast at their
Well,
wedding.
right. Yeah. I mean, I was going to say, like, I think that's the part that makes it seem like, yeah, maybe he is the asshole, even though it was a great joke. And it sounds like this person that his brother's marrying is a terrible person. But, like, that doesn't mean that, like,
Right.
the rest of the wedding party knows about the affair or needs to know about the affair. But she also does seem horrible. But
That's
it
like
was their wedding.
Right?
It's going in
That's like
circles.
a burn it down moment. That like,
Yeah.
like you're
Yeah.
ready to like just
Yeah.
torch it to the ground. Like you don't.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
So the
relationship
yeah.
isn't worth salvaging for you.
Exactly. And like the gist of the comments are basically, is the OP technically an asshole? Yes. Am I on the OP side? Absolutely. Team asshole.
Oh, man.
Wow.
And then somebody said, I guess maybe it is a man. Another comment was, he set the bar so high now he has to find a way to top that before his brother's next wedding.
Wow.
So So yes, that's why I thought that, this would be more one of those like shades of gray kind of am I the asshole? Like, yes, but no. But yes.
But no, at this
Yes, but so is the wife. So.
it's a little
And
column A and B.
The brother backed up the new wife.
I know, the mother of his child.
How does the new wife even have the number of the ex-wife? Like,
she probably got it. She probably either got it from the phone, from the husband's phone, or if they have to do like mediation, or they need to like participate in things.
but like, why should she be involved in that anyway? Like,
But if
in the
there's like a kid involved, so it's just like the logistics of like passing the kid, like pickups and drop offs and stuff. It's probably
I guess, but I just like I don't know.
If there was another woman
to deal with that,
if there was another woman with Zach or Alex, I would sure as shit want to exchange numbers. God forbid anything happened.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, she's proving though why she shouldn't have it, because that's not nice.
It's not what it's for.
It's not what it's for.
All right. I guess it is time for the Matt's What She Said, and then we've got to play catch up on Andy's virginity, and then we are ready to rock and roll.
All right. I just finished it yesterday.
Just finished it for next week.
We'll talk about it when you're done.
I could feel her as me.
Ooh, creepy.
I wanted this to be just a little thing, and now it feels like a very not little thing.
Oh, we went on that ride together.
Hold our comments until the end.
I thought about doing that too while I was watching.
It's a huge thing down here.
I took it in 2013 and I took it in April 2014. I'm once a year.
You get it, girl.
Watch them fill it out.
We've gone on for too long this week.
We got a bunch of built up.
Not so sexy, that.
No. Well, I guess, I don't know. There's definitely a hump video for that.
I suppose. There's a hump video for everything.
It's like Rule 35, Rule 34, whatever it is. I can never get it right. All right. We have 3 Andy updates that we need to catch everybody up on. So we decided that we are going to read each broad is going to take an update.
All right. I'll take the first.
Okay.
Andy writes in 2 weeks ago. This week in Andy's virginity. Hey, broads. Well, there's some good news. We're expecting a new coworker in about a month. Granted, this means still 4 weeks of me continuing to do most of the work while that to-do pile grows, but there is some hope. I just hope my coworker doesn't scare them off. It's always a little weird coming into an established dynamic, even more so when it isn't a great dynamic like I have with my coworker. We'll find out soon enough. Anyway, not much else to report this week. I don't even have a good dream to recount. For real, I woke up before anything happened. But knowing there's someone coming in for that position has me feeling a little better over my situation. Huh, that's what she said. Maybe this will be the first step towards me moving on to the next phase of my life, or at least the next job. # I'm with hers.
All right. I'm up. Email number 2 from last week. Hey, broads. He quit. The last couple of weeks have been a bit of a journey. 2 weeks ago, I'm assuming it's Colin, sent an email that he put in his 2-week notice and his last day would be today. Fortunately, I was able to restrain myself from doing a victory dance like I scored the game-winning touchdown in the Super Bowl. Knowing the end was near, I was ready to give him a lot of leeway since my time with his nonsense was drawing to a close. I guess you could call it senioritis of sorts. Anyway, I had planned for a 4-day weekend because I had family visiting, starting the day after he broke this news. I got back last Tuesday and I was ready to prepare for a final week of whatever he was going to do. What I did not expect was that he moved up his last day to last Tuesday, and he's been gone ever since. I also restrained myself from pulling on a rope, which would release a large quantity of balloons and fire. Oh, and fire off a few confetti cannons while Celebration by Kool and the Gang blasts on the stereo. I mean, I probably should save that for when I have sex. No, that's when you have to Age of Aquarius, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
His last day lacks a real good story. He didn't have some meltdown and get escorted out of the building by the police. Instead, he sneaks out before my first break 2 hours into the workday and says nothing. A true worthless hump to the very end. Hump or clump? Or I guess, or chump, but hump. Hump is much better.
Hump is more appropriate.
Also what she said.
He claims he found another job. May God have mercy on their souls. But really, I think he finally realized that he can't keep white knuckling here in hopes that he'll get any better. Now that he's gone, I do hope he can find a job that would be a better fit for whatever his deal is, because life is going to be really hard when the only thing he can do is promptly is complain about work. No news on the other front, but obviously it's been a big couple of weeks around here. I should be getting another person in a few weeks, but for now I'm just enjoying the lack of company. I'm with hers and not that guy ever again, Andy.
And, dear listeners, you may have realized that we just read those in backwards order. That's also what she said. Had a little reverse email going on there.
Yeah,
a prequel situation,
Yes.
maybe?
Yeah.
That is my fault.
That's all right. That's all right. We got the prequel, the sequel, and then the prequel.
But the third act is truly the third act.
Called non-linear storytelling, folks. Get with it.
It's, the reverse cowgirl of emails, or if you will.
Exactly.
No, that's definitely not it. But anyway.
And on to the stunning conclusion.
The stunning conclusion of the trilogy that you've just heard out of order.
All right, and now for the stunning conclusion. Hey, broads, I didn't do anything, right? You just had 2 jam-packed shows in a row, which we did.
Yeah.
And we can always trust that you'll love us regardless of how
We're sorry,
full our
baby.
shows are.
We didn't mean it.
We didn't mean it. We're sorry. But isn't this more fun that we're catching up out of order now?
Yes. Yeah, exactly. It does. It really adds a whole nother level to this. Mm-hmm. Plus, we recorded for an hour and 58 minutes last week, and I was just like, oh shit, we don't have time for anything.
Yeah, these are like Andy emails, but make it Christopher Nolan.
Words and sentences and paragraphs and chapters in Mike's truck. The longest episode title ever. And Andy's emails.
Okay. Oh, all right. Let's land this plane. Okay. Anyway, this will be quick. That's what I'll say. I mean, someone has to at this point.
That is not what we said last week. Woo.
Because there isn't much to report since Colin left to be someone else's problem. I mean, got a new job.
Did he get a new job though? Like, have we had that confirmed that
we haven't seen it on
has a new
the screen,
establishment?
so
it's a little bit of speculation, I think.
Okay.
It's a quote unquote got a new job.
Yeah, it is unverified information.
Okay, just check it.
All right. I've been working in the department on my own for the past 2 weeks, which is something I've done from time to time, especially since the pandemic started. Mm-hmm. It is still pretty tiring, but I believe the first replacement starts on Monday. Yay!
Yay!
And he is someone who already works for the company. Well, that sounds very promising. We've interacted a little bit here and there, and he seems like a good guy, so I'm going to be optimistic about this one. I am too. Anyway, we don't need a long response this week, so I'll close with wishing Eden a very happy first
Aw.
birthday. Thank you, Andy. I remember Colleen telling me the good news like it was yesterday, or maybe it was 5 years from now. Time is still pretty wonky as we get into April.
And as we read these emails.
Yeah, seriously, we're just adding to that theme. Hashtag I'm with hers, Andy.
Oh, that was fun.
That was real fun.
Sorry for the misordering, but I actually kind of love that happened.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe we'll do this from time to time. We'll let them kind of build up, and we'll just play like Andy email roulette.
Oh my god! Guess what order
We'll
goes
just
in.
see what order they were meant to go in after we read them.
Oh my god, yeah. We'll let them build up, and then we will, next time we do a Zoom show, we'll have people guess which ones, what order. Like, you have to guess the correct order of Andy email.
I actually love that idea. I feel like that would be very fun.
But not for poor Andy, who writes in.
No, not for poor Andy. But Andy is a good sport. I mean, we've been doing this. We have a relationship at this point, I feel like. I feel like it's, gotta keep it spicy.
Right, exactly.
And change it up.
Change it up. There you go.
Gotta reverse cowgirl it sometimes.
Oh my god.
Oh, dear.
Just make sure you don't try to change it up by taking a dance class in which you fall on your butt.
Hey, so long as you're not the one that farted, you're all good. You're only hurting yourself.
That's very true. And again, it didn't even hurt because I literally was like, Grandma, you are pink on the trapeze.
So then nobody got hurt. So win-win. Win-win-win. And Mike's truck.
Hashtag arm day.
Hashtag arm day.
Arm day. All right, then. Whew. On that note, everybody, thank you for listening. We will see you next week. If you have any feedback, thebroadcasters3@gmail.com, or give us a call, 331-276-2373. Thank you to everybody that left us feedback this week. That was super fun. So live for the patron, we will be live next week for the patrons, and that is April 19th that we are recording. May 3rd, Yellowjackets. Get your Showtime free trial running and your emails in, and stay tuned for everything beyond. And yeah. Hashtag Britney Baby Countdown. Yeah. Anyway, thanks, guys, though. This was fun. Have a great weekend and week. Happy Easter. Thank you to the patrons, especially the patrons that contribute a certain level, and that would be Tech from Tokyo, Eckhart Rigner, Maggie the Magnificent, Joanne with the Plan, and Ed the Creepy Mailman. Thanks, guys, so much. I want to give a big congratulations to Jay, who hit 10,000 subscribers on his Geek Dad Life YouTube channel. And started his own Patreon for there. Subscribe to it if you want. All toy things. The end. But it's pretty, the people there are really fun too. And I think that's it. Anybody else have anything? Check out the other shows on the network. Survivor JJC with me and Jack and Jamie Joe. Ramacast After Dark. I think that's all that's going on now. But Stranger Things is coming back soon.
Yeah, I think they just dropped a trailer.
They did.
Oh, shit.
And then prepare for TV coming back this month. Russian Doll and the flight attendant. Super excited about that.
Yeah.
All right. On that note, everybody, again, thanks for listening. My name is Colleen.
My name is Amanda.
And I'm Shandy.
Peace out, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.